Hi everyone, it's Matthew. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about Emmy predictions. Today we'll be tackling the comedy section. Andre, introduce yourself. Even though if you've seen this channel, you should know him by now. But
Hello everyone, I'm always here. I'm on Twitter and I have a YouTube channel of myself. And that's it. My name is Andre Souza and I love movies, I love TV, and I love awards. And I love talk to Matthew and the gang. So yeah, let's talk about some comedy. Let's laugh a lot.
before we do, links to his YouTube channel and Twitter page will be in the description below. Give him some love. He's amazing.
Thank
This
you,
is one
Matthew.
of three parts. Part two will be limited, and then part three will be drama. Expect that very soon. But let's hop into comedy. Um,
Yeah.
Now, with a new style ballad, who knows what the hell is going to happen with with the Emmys? The Emmys are known
Yeah,
for their
that's
unpredictability, so just take that and times it by 100.
Yeah, that's really the thing. This time, the Emmys are not gonna do the unlimited ballot. Because before, the voters would check whatever they want. So that's why you end up with everyone on Ted Lasso nominated on the pandemic year. That's why you end up with the White Lotus everyone nominated. I don't think that's gonna happen,
Hmm.
but maybe can happen again because voters do are lazy, are very lazy, and there's a lot of shows that they are that there are, but maybe they are not watching it because I do think a lot of people end up watching the same stuff because in the sea of so much option, people get a bit, oh, so much stuff to watch, what's good? And then that's why we went up with the consensus like the Bear, the Ted Lassos, the Only Murders, the Abbots. But this is the year that you can see maybe some surprise. Before the eliminated ballot, in the drama category, supporting actors, you had two nominees from non-drama nominated
Yeah,
shows. Mara Turney from The Affair
yeah,
and Constance Zimmer from Unreal. None of them happened again. None
yeah.
of them happened
Now,
again.
now,
That's what I want to see this time. Some Constant Zimmer, some more Tierney, people
now,
that are very good in shows that are not really talked about in the other categories.
now, there is one more factor to throw in here: the writer's strike.
Oh yeah,
This is the first.
but
I believe
but
this is the second Emmys to be impacted by by a writer's strike, and we also have a potential SAG strike. But I'm going to explain all that in a completely separate video from the nominations. Because if we try to
yeah.
explain that, all right. So we're going to start with
But I just wanted to know if you think that's gonna be an positive impact, negative impact, because I heard people saying that maybe because the voters have more free time, they are watching more stuff. That happened a bit in the pandemic years where you end up with very popular nominees like the Mandalorians, the Emily in
yeah,
Paris, because people were watching a lot of TV and they were watching the same kind of buzzy shows. And a show that I don't think ever would happen like Emily in Paris happened because everyone was talking about it.
yeah. Now, I think that is a possibility, but it's also a possibility that there might be too busy striking and they just might check off some stuff too.
Yeah,
There's so many
yeah, yeah,
more possibilities and factors this year that we're going to be in for one crazy ride.
yeah.
All right.
And
So,
I wanted nothing more than that. I don't like boring. I
me
don't
too.
like boring.
It needs something. All right. So, I'm going to start with the top picks that we probably have, and then I'll save my last two
Yeah.
spots. So, this is no particular order: Ted Lasso, Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, Abbott Elementary, Only Murders in the Building, The Bear, and Barry. right?
Yeah,
That seems like the
yeah.
top six. That seems like those six are going to happen no matter what happens.
I mean, there's a world where one of those can not have enough passion, like
Maisel.
Maisel or Barry.
I think
Maybe they can
Maisel is the
fall off
most.
in the last season. Yeah,
I think,
Maisel is the most vulnerable, but Barry can also drop off.
yeah. And then my last two spots, I have Shrinking, which I got in Gold Derby with 101 odds, by the way.
Wow.
And Wednesday is my last spot because I think it could. I think it could get like a bunch of technicals. It could get a Jenna Ortega nomination. We'll talk about her when we do comedy actress.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm also keeping an eye out on what we do in the shadows. It's a very writers heavy show, and with the writer strike, it might get a little more boost than it normally would.
No, it's already a show that's surprising people every year, and is really carried by the writers. The writers are the ones doing the show,
Yeah,
getting way more higher than we thought would be. So I don't like that people are not predicting what it do in the shadows, because we have been in the same path the last year. We need to understand that this is a show that the writers love, and the writers are pushing it so much. And this is a year where they have a very good episode written by Ayo Edebiri from The Bear. Ayo Edebiri wrote the best episode from this season, and they are pushing it. So yeah, I do think what it do is gonna happen, but maybe can also fall off because we don't know how much of a priority the show was for the voters. We know that it got enough votes to happen the two times. And the first time was a totally surprise. It wasn't nobody's radar.
yeah.
Yeah, but
What's your last two
I'm
spots? Because
thinking. I have so much ideas. I'm gonna do what I do, and then I'm between. I wanna put in jury duty because it's a very big
it really
show
could happen. It really could
in
happen.
a passion audience. It seems that I'm not an American, but it seems that a lot of Americans are talking about it and did love it, and it's a show that makes people feel something. So that's very important for me. But today, someone on the chat was like, "What the hell is jury duty?" And I was like, "What?"
What's the
Uh,
best way I could put it? It almost has the passion of everything everywhere all once in the sense that everyone who's seen it loves it.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
the best way I could put it. Like it grows its audience. It's not there yet, but it will be there. Like that type of thing. It could get
And
it.
it's a very popular show with the people that mattered, the
Yeah.
industry.
Ding ding ding.
That's why I'm thinking about jury duty, but I still don't know if I'm ready to pull the trigger.
I
Then,
might pull it. I might pull it, but we'll see.
then we have the rehearsal. The rehearsal was submitted in comedy, and it was a big talking point in the last summer. My question is it still in them both minds? Can it happen? I don't know,
I
but
think Jerry.
I do want it to happen.
I mean this in the
But
best
jury
way.
duty,
I think Jerry Dewey stole its thunder a little bit.
yeah, because it's a bit similar in
Kind of
the
similar.
premise.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I can still see a world where the rehearsal happens in some category, like a directing nom,
Yeah.
like an acting nom.
Yeah.
I can see it for the rehearsal. And then there's shrinking, because I don't know if the Ted Lasso cloud is gonna be good or bad for them, because this is the next Ted Lasso from Apple. Is it delivering on that promise?
Yes.
I love Shrinking. No, I love Shrinking. Don't get me wrong. I do think Shrinking is one of the most fun shows we have around. And it's a very good show. And I don't love the plot. I don't love what they are trying to do. But the interactions between the characters, the dynamics, the tension, the conflict, the humor, it's so special. And they assembled a cast that they seem that they are friends since forever. I love it. I love this. Like we don't see this kind of stuff anymore with everyone in the cast has a scene with the other ones. It's a very family kind of cast. And that's why I also don't see Seagull happening, because this is a very ensemble show where the leading guy is not the most interesting. I don't know if I'm the only one who thinks like this, but he's a bit of a straight man, you know. They didn't nominate like Jason Bateman for the first season of Arrested Development.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah. I'm going too far. Sorry.
Yeah,
and then we have
yeah.
And then we have Poker Face. Poker Face. Peacock show. I love it. I don't know if the love is there. I don't know how the. I know that the show did very good numbers for a Peacock show, but I don't know if it's enough. But there's names involved. There's Ryan Johnson. There's Natasha Lyonne, already nominated. It's a throwback show to the type of things they nominated in the 70s, like Columbo, Murder, She Wrote in the 80s. So that can happen. It's a show that you don't need to watch it all to enjoy it. I don't quite believe the idea that you can watch an episode out of order or whatever, because I do think there's a narrative happening. Is not as standalone as a Colombo show, but there's still something there, and there's still a very enjoyment that you can have with a lot of the episodes. So yeah, I'm gonna do What You Do in the Shadows and Poker Face, but I'm very in doubt with the rehearsal, Jury Duty, and Shrinking.
All right.
So yeah.
Let's move on to comedy actress.
Yeah, Matthew, can you give me just a second?
Sure.
I need to solve this. It's.
Yeah, no problem. While he's going, I will be live reacting to the Emmy nominations. I believe they're July 12th. I keep hearing 12. I keep hearing 15, 14. I'm gonna look it up. Okay, yeah, they're July 12th. Yep, I will be live reacting to them. We do not know who is announcing them just yet, but I'm hoping it's someone good. We don't know who's hosting it. We don't even know if it's going to happen, because it could easily be delayed, especially if SAG goes on strike. Just looking more and more likely with every day ticking on by. But right now, my coverage plan is to stay like it's still happening on September 18th. But I do not think it's going to happen. But who knows? It's very possible. But there's definitely we don't know what's happening with the writer's strike and the SAG strike. My guessing is the studios are going to try to deal with the actors first, get that done, and then finally deal with the writers. That's my guess currently. But the problem is the studios are not budging on a lot of stuff. They're already losing money like crazy. They can't afford to lose more money with their cockiness and their arrogance, and yet like, you guys don't learn your lesson to you studios. You do not at all. and it's going to cost you more. But hey, if you want to throw your money down the toilet, that's fine by me. I don't care. But yeah, so expect live reactions to those July 12th. I'm still going to do Dance with the Stars coverage. I may have one out before the 12th. I don't know yet. But I plan to do cast predictions, like who I think celebrity-wise will be on it. But again, keep in mind with the SAG strike, who knows? But that's the plan so far. We still have no word on a premiere date yet. We have no word on the studio yet. We still don't know a lot of stuff yet. But there's definitely a lot of Dance with the Stars coverage to talk about, and we'll get there. What else? And then somehow I'm going to do another Golden Globes live stream at the end of the month. That's going to be probably towards the end of July, something like that.
Sorry, Matthew.
No worries. It was actually a perfect opportunity for me. I was able to talk about like what's coming up on the channel.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's do it.
Comedy actors. In my mind, Quinta Brunson is the only like 100% lock. Like she's the one that I feel 1,000% is gonna happen nomination wise.
You know what? I agree.
But
with you.
after that is where they're gonna happen, but it's gonna not feel locked. Jenna Ortega for Wednesday and Rachel Brosnahan for Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Those two, in my opinion, are safe, but also not safe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're probably going to happen, but I'm not. Christina Applegate is my number 4 slot. I think she's very likely to not be nominated. I know she has the narrative. I know. Trust me, my mom has MS. I know the narrative very well. I've lived it. I've walked in it. But the problem with them is you just don't know. And with her probably being the show's only nomination, it gets harder when things like that happen.
Yeah.
And then my biggest risk, I'm taking a huge risk by not predicting Selena Gomez. I know she had a better season. I agree she had a better season. But my gut's telling me the Emmys are going to snub her yet again and predict something crazy like Bridget Everett for Somewhere Somehow. I think that's Somebody Somewhere.
Somebody Somewhere.
It's sad that I had to double check the name. In a perfect world, Cecily Strong would be here for Schmigadoon, but she's not happening.
You don't know that.
I know,
right?
I
mean, who in the hell predicted Eddie Bryant for Shrill? You predicted.
I seriously did.
No, I need a print with the date. I need something because that's not possible. That's not possible, Matthew.
I'll see if I can find out later.
But, okay. I want the receipts. But talking about.
Remember throwing her like the night before. I'm just like, you know what? This category is gonna be wrong anyway. Just screw it at this point. Who the fuck cares?
Yeah, I had the Robin Teed from a Black Lady sketch show, and it was a very hot prediction at the time. No guts, no glory. People were going, it's gonna happen. It's gonna be Robin, and I was like, okay, maybe I'm onto something. And then I was onto nothing, and I was like, what the hell? I knew what the show is. It's not one of those. What the fuck is this show? No. I really know what the show is. I knew who she was, and that's why I bring up Shrill, because that could happen for the Cecily. It's her last season. Also, it was 80 last. No, maybe it wasn't 80 last season, but it was almost 80 last season.
Yeah.
It was 80 in a year. She was a former nominee for the SNL.
Yeah.
It happened for her again. So yeah, Cecily can be the same thing. She can get the Schmigadoon
I think
nomination,
so.
and it's a bit of a more known quantity when you compare it to Shrill. Shrill was a nothing show,
Yeah.
cancelled show.
Yeah.
That's
But
not what's happening with Schmigadoon, but Apple it's another minefield for me because what's really happening with Apple in the shows that are not Ted Lasso
yeah.
or Severance? They have a very little range
Right
to
now.
get to the Emmys.
Right now. I think next
That's
year
why
they'll
I'm
definitely.
not predicting Blackbird.
Well, well, you won't be here when Owen and I have that conversation
Yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah. I was just throwing it out.
I have Blackbird. I don't have it for as many nominations as people do, but I have it. But I think
Yeah.
next year you're going to see Apple stronger, especially with Masters of the Air. That's going to do very well here.
I don't think so. That's going to be a flop.
Look, my grandfather fought in that same unit in real life, so don't even go there with me.
No, the thing is, remember when everyone was like, "Oh, Tom Holland is gonna win the award for the crowded
I
room,"
had Austin Butler. I had Austin Butler for
and I was always like, "What? What are you on? That doesn't seem to look good. I don't. Doesn't seem that Apple is really invested
um,
in that." And that's what I think about the Master of that. I can be
I,
wrong. I was wrong before a lot
I
of
said
times,
I
but
respectfully think you're going to be wrong with Masters of the Air. I
okay.
respectfully,
We'll be there, Matthew. We'll be there.
especially because there's a stronger talent behind it. Not only with the acting, but Steven Spielberg, Tom Hanks, like producing it and executive producing it. Like,
Matthew, do you know a show named Vinyl?
I'm sorry, I legit didn't hear that. Vinyl?
Do you know a show named Vinyl?
Oh boy, no.
It's Martin Scorsese. It was a big flop.
Hey, he had TV shows since when?
No, it was. He directed the pilot. I think he produced it. It was the guy from Terrence Winter, the guy from the that wrote the Wolf of Wall Street that wrote it and was the showrunner.
Never
Bobby
even heard of
Cannavale was the lead. Ray Romano was in the cast. So
Never heard of
yeah, big time
But,
names have failed before. It was an HBO show.
well, here's the thing. You're comparing that to the crowded room. No, no, thank you. You're comparing Masters of the Air to the crowded room. No, thank you.
No, I'm not saying. I just think that with Apple, they throw so much shit at the wall that you have to be a bit careful and know what is real, what is not.
I
And
think that
when I
show's gonna
look
be real.
something like the crowded room,
I
that's not
think
real.
I think Masters of
Masters
the
of the
Air will
Air,
be real.
but even if the Masters of the Air is big, I don't think Austin Butler is gonna even smell a nomination.
I think he. Well, it depends who the hell's in limited after. I mean, Tom Holland flopped, so he's not going to get in. It depends who the hell else is even eligible in limited actor that year. That's the thing you have to consider. Like Austin Butler might get in just because there might not be anyone else. That's the one thing to consider. I love how we're talking about limited actor next year in the middle of comedy actress this year.
Yeah, because we went fully. So let's get back. We were talking about Cecily's strong chances that I think are a little bit strong than you think.
I'm sticking with Bridget Effort for now. That's gonna be my risk, and we'll see if it works. Because I think that show could get one other nomination somewhere unexpected. It could get a writing
Yeah,
nomination. You're like, what? How did that get a writing nomination?
I think he could get a Jane Krakowski nomination.
Like that's what I mean. It's like her show is like one of those shows. You're like, wait, what? What the hell's that? I don't remember that. Like, there's always one every year, and even with this new ballot, I think we'll see the more.
I mean, I don't know if there's always one. What was the last year?
I don't even remember the nominations from last year.
That was nothing. That was nothing. Last year was a bit boring. So yeah, I don't know if there's always one, but they certainly do some out of field nominations. So, but do you want to talk? What is your lineup? Do you want to say what is your lineup?
I already said it. I'll say it again. Quinta
Yeah.
Brunson, Jenna Ortega, Rachel Brosnahan, Christina Applegate, Bridget Everett. I'm cautiously
Okay.
Christina Applegate in, but
No,
I really think she could miss.
I like the Everett prediction. Who's the one that you are not going for? It's for maybe this is biased because I don't like her in the show, but I don't think she's even a possibility. I don't think she's even in the top 10.
I don't think she's impossible, but I think she's the most snowballed
There's
out of the
so much people ahead of her. There's so much people ahead of her. That's because I don't know if there's gonna really be passion for her. Is she gonna be a priority for the voters? I don't think so. Maybe people that like Only Murders will gonna put her in like the last slot or whatever, because if they have time to do it.
Yeah.
But I don't think people are gonna go, oh my god, I have to nominate Selena Gomez. I have to nominate her.
That's
Yeah,
exactly what I mean.
that's why I do think someone like a Bridget Everett, people that really love that performance will gonna go and say, "Oh my god, I have to nominate Bridget Everett."
All right, confession time. Until I saw her show, the only thing I knew Bridget Everett from was from Worst Cooks in America, Celebrity Edition. But she was on. But yeah, but I think comedy actress is more unpredictable than people are giving her credit for. Like I see people just predicting the top 5 and that's it. I'm like,
Yeah,
have you guys met this category before? Like, have you guys know this category before?
yeah, yeah. So I wanna say some names.
Yeah, and then we'll move on.
Ellen York from the other two.
Should happen.
That should happen. Should really happen. Should win. But can be one of those. Oh my god! I have to nominate. The other two can be one of those because I do feel. No, I hope so. I can see it getting writing. That's the thing that I want. Writing. Throw me a little bone.
And you know what? I would take that as a victory. I really would.
Yeah, throw me a little bone. Show me that you are watching, because that really seems that people are watching the other two. It seems that it's growing and growing and growing in buzz and estimation, and everyone is talking. Maybe it's a bubble thing, but yeah, I want to believe that the industry is paying attention to the other two, because what a show. So maybe I had Ellen York for a day, but I'm like, no, I can't do it. I'm hoping for the TCA to do it. TCA, please do the other two and do Ellen York.
We'll see.
And then you have Elle Fanning. Last year she was nominated.
Really?
Elle Fanning? Yeah.
Yeah, I just said she's possible.
Yeah. Then you have Linda Cardellini. Maybe this is
the
best performance from that to me. That's sure, but maybe this is a very Killing Eve situation where they gonna get the two of them together. I don't think so. If it was 6, maybe, but no, 6, I don't see it.
I would consider that.
And then there's random stuff that can happen. Natasha Dimitriou, I know What You Do in the Shadows is not an actor's show, but
Natasha Lyonne. Don't forget Natasha Leone.
Natasha. No. Oh yeah. I'm gonna talk about those more possible. My predictions. I'm gonna talk it.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing just a random catch-all list.
All right.
So yeah, looking at the Gold Derby, some stuff can happen. A lot of people are in the run for it. So my predictions are Quinta. I don't think she's winning, but I also don't think she's missing, and she's the only one I have locked. She's the Carrie Condon of this race for me because I remember Carrie Condon was the only one I was like, she's gonna get in. The other ones, I don't know. and that was the Carrie Condon front runner.
Quinta Brunson could win. It depends, but it depends on who else is in this category. Because again, as we talked about many times, this category is very unpredictable.
Yeah.
What's your others?
So the others, I have Christina Applegate. I think she's way safer than you are giving her credit. She didn't miss. She did get at the Globes, right? Am I?
She didn't get it at the Globes.
Didn't?
Nope. She only got on SAG in British Choice. Yeah.
In British Choice. Okay, but she's a constant presence. I don't think she ever got at the Globes though. So yeah.
She got it for her first season.
Oh, she got for the second with Cardellini.
I don't think so.
I think she got for the second with Cardellini, and I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah. Then you have someone like
Jenna Ortega.
Natasha Leone. Natasha Leone, I think, is a very not safe because after Quint everyone can drop, but Leone is a very charismatic presence. People love her, so yeah, and this is a very easy to like character, you know. So and she's the one of the faces of these shows creatively, and that's very important. It happened for her with Russian Doll. She is not as Leon centric as Russian Doll because this is seen as Ryan Johnson's baby. But I think she's gonna get nominated for director for Poker Face. So yeah,
but I'm just cautious because again, it's a Peacock show.
It's a Peacock show, and we had God 5 have tears.
Yeah,
we know that. But then Cardellini never get nominated.
No.
I thought Cardellini was nominated. Yeah, Applegate was only nominated for the first season. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. I was missing. I was confused with SAG. SAG did Cardellini and Applegate. Then Rachel Brosnan. You know, Rachel Brosnan is one of those that can miss because she's a lock. But you remember like Elizabeth Moss missed 1 year, Bob Odenkirk missed the same year, Larry David was a lock until he's not anymore. So this can happen. Is the last show, and people are like, oh, she's not gonna miss in the last season. Do you know a person named Sterling K. Brown? Do you know a person named Anthony Anderson? Yeah, it happens. It happens. People missing in the last show after winning, even. And then I'm gonna do Jenna Ortega.
Yeah.
There was something that a guy from Gold Derby said. I'm thinking because Jenna Ortega could really be one of those people that we think is there, and then she's simply not, because she's not a passion. She's just, we know people like her. She's been nominated for this stuff, but is it gonna be enough for her to get a nomination? I think so, but the Elle Fanning nomination was a bit of a surprise last year. So maybe there's a passion for her.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm gonna go safe. I'm gonna do Bronson, Applegate, Leone, Brosnan, and Ortega. But keep in mind, a lot of shit can happen.
All right. Comedy actor, there's a top five, so I'm just gonna mention it, and then we don't really have to talk about it. We'll talk about others that could get it instead. But I just wanted to say the top five and move on because I'm pretty sure we both have it. Jeremy Allen White,
Yeah,
Jason Sudeikis,
yeah,
Bill Hader,
yeah, yeah.
Steve Martin, and Martin Short.
Okay.
And then
So,
now let's talk about some fun stuff that could happen. Let's talk about when this category could actually get good.
who's the weakest? Who's the weakest?
Performance wise, Steve Martin's the weakest, in my opinion.
Oh
To
yeah,
me,
yeah,
Martin
yeah.
Short stood out more in season two than Steve Martin did. Well,
It's because I gotta defend Steve here. Short as the showy character. Martin is
exactly.
doing most of the straight man. This is a very Steve Martin like performance. But I don't think he's bringing something, but I would never nominate him in million years.
But
Million years.
here's the best way I can put it with both of them. It's like they both could be yeah, we could nominate them, but could we nominate someone else instead? You know what I'm saying? I think they both could easily look up and be like, "Hey, let's nominate this person instead." Like, do we have to nominate
Yeah,
Steve Martin again? Do we have to nominate Martin Short again? Like,
that's what I'm thinking.
I think Jeremy Allen White's safe. I think he's probably going to win. I said probably. Nothing's ever guaranteed with the Emmys. Jason
I think
Sudeikis.
he's gonna win,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think so
Yeah.
too. Jason Sudeikis, Bill Hader, they're okay. Like they feel safe, but you never know. But I
That's
do
the
think that
problem with Hader. Because he's not really that much on the show.
yeah. But regardless,
So
regard
it's start being way lesser Barry, and I heard the same about Ted Lasso. I haven't finished this season, but a lot of people have been saying that Ted is not as present in the show as he was before. So yeah, I can see a world where Barry, where Bill Hader drops out, but no, I do think the Martins
the
are
Martins,
battling for
yes.
their life,
I think
and can happen that people are like, "Oh, you're a duo," or "I nominate you both, or none of the,
yeah,
or none of you," so they
exactly,
can both miss. They
exactly.
can both miss. But I'm betting that Short has a little because Martin is the face of the show, so
Yeah,
he has that. He did even get at the TCA last year. He did get Critics' Choice, and Martin Short didn't when he is the better performers. But performance-wise, Short is the one that you love. Is the one that you want to nominate. So
yeah.
I'm gonna go on a gamble and say, okay, Steve Martin is gonna miss, and I'm gonna put in Nathan Fielder.
I was just about to talk about him. Um, I do think Jason Segel is 6 or 7. I do think Jason Segel's knocking. Like if they love shrinking, they're like, "Oh my god, I love shrinking so much." I remember Jason Segel. I thought he was great. I want to nominate him.
Yeah,
Or
but
they could
Siegel
be,
is the bit of
or
the.
they could be like, you know what? We don't have to nominate him. Like it's 50-50 on him. Like they could either be
Yeah,
like,
I do
"Oh my
agree, but
god, yeah,
I can see shrinking happening without Siegel.
same." But what I'm saying though is, I could see people being like, "Oh my god, Jason Segel is good. We have to nominate."
Yeah, yeah. It's an ensemble
Yeah,
show. That's what I was. Where Seal is not really the person that you care the most, you want the most. Is a very straight
yeah,
man kind of performance. I think it's good. I'm not. I wouldn't nominate it personally, but I think he's good. I was comparing him to Jason Bateman in the first season of Arrested
yeah.
Development because I do think Bateman is way better than him and is doing way more interesting work than him. And Bateman did miss, and it was the limited ballot. So yeah, maybe there's something here. My reason for the Fielder prediction is passion.
Yeah.
I want to believe that people love Nathan Fielder, and this is the great nomination for the show because it's gonna recognize him as an entertainer, as the performer. And there's also Donald Glover. Donald Glover can easily happen.
Now, there's one more passion pick I want to mention, and then I want to move on because we're
Yeah.
starting to run out of time a little bit. Ronald Gleason for jury duty.
Mm.
I
Ronald Glavin.
I I'm not predicting Ronald Gleason, but I'm saying no. If
Ronald Glavin.
they really love jury duty, they could throw him along for the ride.
Is
Again,
he eligible?
I don't know. Gold Derby doesn't have him, but there's stuff that.
Doesn't have him.
But I know stuff that is eligible that Gold Derby doesn't have. So I don't know.
Yeah, but let me check with the ballots. But his name is Ronald Glavin.
Oh, Glasson. Okay.
Glavin.
Okay. You know what's funny? I have him on my Dance with the Stars cast prediction for this season.
Wow.
Because
He's a bit of a star now.
Because he's like an average person who got famous on this on this TV show, and now people love him. It's kind of like one of those like he's famous, but he's not there yet. We want to grab him before he gets to the next level.
Yeah.
And they do that all the time.
Yeah. Glavin is I don't know.
We could just move on. That's
Yeah, you can do. I'm looking for this. There's also Nicholas Holt. Nicholas Holt was last year nominated for Can Happen Again. There's the Vampire Guys, maybe. There's Drew Tower from the other two. I would nominate it. There's Mo. Yeah, there's Adam Scott from Party Down.
Yeah.
That's just stuff that I don't see it happening.
Yeah, same. All right, let's move on to comedy supporting actress.
Okay.
All right. I just want to make sure. All right. This is in no particular order who I have. Shirley Ralph, Hannah Waddingham, Janelle James, Io Edaberry, Byrie. You know who I'm trying to say. And then the last three are where I get risky. Juno Temple for Ted Lasso, Sarah Goldberg for Barry, and Lisa Ann Walter for Abbott Elementary. I have them going all in on Abbott Elementary.
Yeah. I love Lisa. I hope it happens for her. She deserves way more. And I love Janelle. I don't think I would nominate Janelle this time because I don't know what they did because she's lesser present. She's not as incredible. Yeah. She's still very good, Janelle.
Yeah.
But there's way more people that I would nominate. But my nominees, I'm gonna do Shirley Ralph, Anna Waddingham, Iowa Beatty, Janelle James, Lisa Ann Walter. I'm gonna do Sarah Goldberg, please.
Yeah.
Please.
She was my favorite.
I'm
She was my favorite performance in the finale.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do Alex Borstein.
Yeah, she seems too obvious, but I don't know. You never know. Again,
She has the. I had thinking about dropping her, but she has the roast episode. People do like her a lot.
Depends how much they love Marvelous Mrs. Maisel this year.
Yeah, she can drop. She can really drop. And the passion peak here would be Jessica Williams for Shrinking. If they love Shrinking, the MVP gotta be nominated, and she is. Whoa, my God, I love her. I love her so much. There's also Molly Shannon for the other two, but she's not really that much in this season. But they can be a bit late and nominate her just because of the other season, so that can happen.
I have three. Yeah. I have three somewhat possibilities. There's two Saturday Night Live women we have to consider.
I was gonna talk about one of them.
Ego Norum. She's kind of having her breakout season. She reminds me a lot of A.D. Bryant on her first season.
Sorry, can you say the name again?
Ego Nordum. I don't know how exactly to say it.
Ego Navadi.
Yeah. But
April.
she's kind of like she reminds me of Edie Bryant on her first season. Um, and she's kind of like having her breakout season. Like this is the season she's standing out more. She's having more memorable
Yeah,
stuff. Cecily Strong for Saturday Night Live too. She could. This could be like a send off nomination. They do like to do that sometimes.
yeah, I
And
agree.
and if they absolutely love Schmigadoon, then Jane Krakowski could get in.
Yeah, I agree. But I don't see it happening. But I agree.
But I don't
Can
think
happen.
those three are they're in a distance, but they're not off the cliff. I think that's a fair thing to say.
Ronald Gladden is not submitted.
Okay. Which is stupid, but that's another conversation.
No, I don't think he can because he's not an actor.
Such a shame. Sorry.
And he's not playing a role. I wouldn't nominate him because he's really good, but he's not playing a role, so yeah.
Yeah. Is there anyone else you want to add before we get to our last category?
Let me see. No, there's a world where Gwendolyn Christie can happen. Yeah, yeah.
No, for what?
One person that I had that they didn't even submit was Lisa Collins Zayas from The Bear.
Yeah.
I don't know why she was not submitted because I think she could get in.
Yeah.
Because she's really incredible in The Bear. I didn't finish the show. Now I'm trying to rewatch it to get it on the train. And she's really one of those that you go, oh my god, she is good.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm curious to see how The Bear does. I'm curious to see how Shrinking does.
Yeah.
Like those are the two shows I'm watching. Like I know The Bear's gonna get in, but how many nominations are they gonna get? Could it get into supporting actor, which we're about to talk about? Could it sneak into more writing than we're thinking of? Could it sneak in more directing than we're thinking of? There's so many possibilities with the show. But let's hop into supporting actor then. This is no particular order, by the way. Actually, I want to make a quick change. Okay. Sorry, I just want to make a quick change. All right, I have Tyler James Williams for Abbott Elementary, Brett Goldstein and Phil Dunster for Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
Henry Winkler and Anthony Cardigan for Barry.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford for Shrinking. And Ebon Moss for The Bear. I'm just going to...
Yeah.
I don't feel like massacring more names today. I'm good.
It's Evan Moss Bakra.
I struggle speaking English on a normal day, so...
I don't know about Evan. I was not a big fan of him, and in the first time I was watching. Yesterday I was like, okay, he's not just a guy yelling. He's not just Mark Wahlberg in The Departed. He's doing something. He's trying something.
I just don't want keep. I just don't want keep Lee Bone Yang in. That's all. I just don't want.
Yeah. But there's more people ahead of him, like Shalhoub. You don't have Shalhoub, and there's really
again. It just depends on how much they love Mrs. Maisel. That's the thing.
Yeah, but Shalhoub is being nominated every year. Yeah,
But yeah,
no, I agree. That's why I don't have him too. But I'm trying to argue. I'm trying to talk to you about how can happen for Shalhoub because is a previous winner. A lot of times he won like 4 times, 5 times. I don't know. He's a very winner from them. And he does have a big emotional arc in this season. He have fun stuff. He's very good in the season. He's not a Shaq nomination, a name Shaq nomination.
Depends on how much they love Mrs. Maisel.
I don't know if it depends how much I love Mrs. Maisel. I think it depends how much they care about Shalhoub.
Like, do they
'Cause-
like? Are they gonna feel like they're gonna need to nominate him? That's the $1 million question.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
4 Emmys. The guy has 4 Emmys, three from Monk and one from Maisel.
yeah.
So I have. You don't have Harrison Ford?
I said Harrison Ford.
Okay. Thank you. I have Tyler James Williams, Brett Goldstein, Harrison Ford, Henry Winkler, Anthony Carrigan, Phil Dunster, and my last slot is James Marsden from Jury Duty.
I hope
Let's
so.
try. Let's try. Let's see. Let's see if it happens. I don't know. It's very good. I like it a lot. And there's also Chris Perfetti from Abbott that I would love to happen. There's Stephen Root, another person that already got a nomination. Even Mosbach can really happen, really happen. There's the Kevin Thompson. I don't think he's gonna get back. The SNL guys, I don't
Here's,
see.
here's the thing. Like, I know you don't watch Saturday Night Live a lot.
Yeah,
I've seen every episode this season. The
yeah.
newer guys are standing out way more than that.
Hey, Marcelo.
Yeah, Marcelo, he's not getting in, but that would make me beyond happy.
No, Marcelo is very is very fun. I like him. I watch some. I know who's very good. Molly Kearney is very good. I don't think they are being very used, but they are very good in the show. Very good.
When Molly and Marcelo, when they're used, they stand out like a lightning bolt.
Yeah,
And I think next
that's very true.
season 49, you're going to see more of that.
Yeah, but I'm curious to see how the SNL is gonna be received this time. Because last year it dropped a little bit.
But
So
I think it could get kicked up a little bit because of the strike. Like, it's very possible
yeah,
it could be kicked up. I do want to say this. The Jennifer Coolidge episode never happened on SNL, but I think we would be predicting her for comedy actress. I mean, guest comedy actress if it did happen.
sure. Even if she was shit.
Yeah.
Even if she was shit.
Don't throw awards at her until she can't hold it anymore in her hands.
Yeah.
She's like a more funnier version of Olivia Colman. And I think that's a fair thing to say about her. I also think Kieran Culkin would get another nomination if his episode happened.
He didn't get last year.
But
And people were.
I think this year it might have been better, but we'll never know.
I don't know, people were predicting he was like third on Gold Derby or something. Didn't happen. So, yeah, I don't think so.
But again, we'll never know.
You will never know. So, thank you, Matthew.
Thank you.
I gotta go.
I gotta go too. Please, like this video if you like it. Comment down below who you predicting, who you want to see, who don't you want to see. That's one thing I want to know.
Whoa.
Who do you guys? Who's gonna be nominated? And you're gonna be like, God damn it! Why are they nominated? And keep in mind,
Who's the nominee for you? Who's the person? Who's that person for you?
on comedy, oh god, on comedy, probably, God, in comedy, probably What We Do in the Shadows in series. Because I'm not. No, let me explain. I'm not predicting it, so I'm like, God damn it! I ignored it again, and why do I keep doing this to myself?
But have you watched it yet?
I haven't. That's the one shot.
You have to get on that train, Matthew. What are you doing in your life? We've been talking for 2 years and we still haven't watched that shit. And you watch everything.
I'll seriously get on that.
I don't think there's a person that I hate in the comedy, so I'm just gonna say I don't want Matt Smith to get in
Yeah.
from House of the Dragon.
Well, I was
So
only
that's
focusing on comedy, drama, and miniseries are a different animal.
yeah, I know. Just I'm not gonna go. I'm not going back to talk about them. So that's my
But
opportunity to say no Matt Smith.
in general, I know it's gonna happen, but monster in any category is gonna piss me off outside DC Nash.
I
Like I
didn't
know it's
didn't
gonna happen.
finish.
I know it's gonna happen, but I'm just like, ugh. Here's the thing about Monster. It's good.
Yeah.
Like I hate to admit it, but it's good. But they glamorize him so much that it becomes unpleasant to watch. Like they put the serial killer on a pedestal, and you're just like, that.
I only watch four. No, free. I didn't see it that way. I
It
don't know,
picks up
but
more.
maybe.
That comes more in the later episodes, but I admit Evan Peters was really good. I will admit that. A lot of people are like, "Oh, Evan Peters sucked." I'm like, as much as I hate to say, he played that role very well. I
And
think he's winning.
a very good actor. I love it. I love him. I love the win from Mayor. The he winning from Mayor. Love it.
Yes. Um, but God, what was it? But yeah, monster in any category is gonna piss me off. That's an easy
Yeah.
dash. Unfortunately, I do have monster winning miniseries right now. I know Beef had this huge strong praise, but that kind of died out within a month. Plus, well, mainly that's the reason why, because it just fizzled out. Like Monster, I'm
Yeah.
still seeing industry people talk about it.
I don't know if Monster is still there because people things are very fast nowadays. People love some stuff. The other day they love other stuff. Things don't endure from a long time. So yeah, maybe Beef is not in the conversation anymore, but so is Monster.
In a
But
perfect world,
I also think Monster as the upper end.
yeah. In the perfect world, Daisy Jones in the six would win, but that's another story for another time.
I haven't watched it.
It's
Is that good?
It's a little slow. It's a tiny bit slow in the first two episodes, but it picks up a lot. The acting is
Okay.
top notch.
I heard someone saying that the first block is like an indie movie, and then the second block is like Goodfellas or Boogie Nights.
They're exactly right. It's really good. Jessica,
I'm gonna watch it. I read the other book from the girl. I read Evelyn Hugo. We are patiently waiting for a movie.
yeah. What am I? Just I'm coming up. I also have another video I'm doing coming up about the DC universe, which is gonna be fun. Could talk about Superman and how bad Flash did.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see who's the person who's gonna talk to you.
And I do have that person. That's all I'm going to say. But I am going to say we're going to be talking about the failures of both Shazam and Flash, and
Okay,
talk about can Superman resurrect the DC brand.
I'm a very fortunate person because I didn't see neither of them.
I saw the Flash. Let me tell you something. Thank God my ticket was free, or else I would have burned my eyes. And one last thing to tease about that video. I may or may not be in costume for that video. I may be
I knew it. We want to see
out the old Superman costume for it.
Clark Matthew. Clark comes alone.
But I do have my costume for the Emmys. I got to order it. I'm going as Homelander
Whoa.
for the Emmys.
Very funny because probably Homelander is not going to the Emmys.
I know, but I I want to have something TV related in some way.
Yeah, that's good. I hope Anthony Starr get the nomination. I haven't finished the season because I'm not a big fan of The Boys. I didn't love the second season. I didn't like it that much. But I think what Anthony Starr does as an actor needs to be recognized.
I agree. All right, let's wrap this up. Andre, thank you so much for joining, and
Thank you.
I'll see you guys next time.